Very good. Okay, we'll start now.
Yes, Guruji.
Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvigham Kuru Medeva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankara Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Utismati Purananam Adayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankara Acharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krauvanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavatyapta Dehaja Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Sri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanmaham Om. Let's all chant. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunmanti Dimyaistamaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Dadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidussura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Tritiyodhyayah Karma Yogaha Om Narayanah Param Vyaktat Handamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantasvi me lokaha Saptadvipa cha medini. All of you please memorize this particular shloka. Again, let's all chant together. I want to see people chanting this. Om Narayanah Param Vyaktat Handamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantasvi me lokaha Saptadvipa cha medini. Om. Somebody please post the meeting note. Okay. And we will chant shloka number 13. No, 12. 12, right? No, 14. Okay, 14. Shloka number 14, chapter number 3 together. We were able to learn it in the last class, so we will chant together. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Annad Bhavanti Bhutani Parjanyad Anna Sambhavaha Yajñād Bhavati Parjanyaha Yajñah Karma Samudbhavaha. Together, can you hear me clearly? All of you? Voice is clear? Okay. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Annad Bhavanti Bhutani Parjanyad Anna Sambhavaha Yajñād Bhavati Parjanyaha Yajñah Karma Samudbhavaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Ardham Swagatam. The next session of Karma Yoga, which is very, very, very important. We all think, what is this Bhagavad Gita? Karma Yoga is being told. And Karma Yoga means do your duty, don't expect results. That's what people keep on saying. And I think that is Bhagavad Gita. But please understand, there is a wonderful system, a process, methodology, an approach that Bhagavan has given up to now itself, up to 14 itself. So what we'll do is we'll take 5 minutes and summarize what you have learned till shloka number 13. Because when you go into too many details, you forget the overall perspective. Yes or no? Right? You don't know why Bhagavan has told this. So that is why we have got acharyas. That way we have got great people who put systems in place so that they can give the essence. Sundar Mama, Suprabhatam, correct? Okay. All of you, camera on, please. Okay. Good. Now, should all not forget how we began the 3rd chapter. How did we begin the 3rd chapter? It began with Arjuna's confusion. You see, like all of us in life, we have confusion or not? Nah. Lita madam, correct? Huh? We all are confused. What to do, what not to do. Whether to eat out, or whether to cook at home. Continuous problem always, right? Like that. Always have the confusion. And Arjuna represents our own confusion. And what is Arjuna's confusion? Arjuna's confusion is half-baked knowledge leads to confusion. What is half-baked knowledge? He somehow understood that one who goes and focuses on jnanam, which is spiritual studies of shastras and contemplation, will get moksham. The best thing is to give up action and go into the forest. Renunciation. Renunciation, maybe not the right spelling in English. Renunciation. He wants to renounce. And because of his intellect and his knowledge, whatever he has about Dharma and Shastra, what he's learned, he wants to use renunciation as a way for what? Why is Arjuna very knowledgeable, very, chalak, chatur? Why? Because he wanted to use, Radhika madam is correct. He wanted to run away from battlefield and escape. Correct, the great escape. Sheetal Rathore is an old film called Great Escape. I don't know whether you all seen that. In English, it's a wonderful film. Yeah, Sundar Rangarajan, Great Escape. Right? Like that, he wanted to, correct. Like that, he wanted to escape. Asha madam, Vijay Sitaram, camera on panang. 1 hour da. Muthu Swami Subramaniam. This is such an enjoyable subject. How we see each other, energize each other. Very good. So, he wanted to escape from war and go and say, use the label that he has taken to sannyasam. A lot of people say, no, sir, lot of problem in life, sir. Naveen Balwat, correct? Morning to night. Problem, if you come to India also problem, correct? If you come on vacation to India, problem. If you go to US, there is a problem. Go to Europe, problem. Wherever problem, so best is sannyas. You think sannyasam is easy? You go there, you know how you live a life of sannyasam, how difficult it is. Morning to night. So please understand, sannyasam should be taken only when there is a lot of maturity of mind. And sannyasam is the place, finally, you give up the complete ego. And until the ego is ripened, Nagaraj sir, Shubhasayam, ego should ripen before it falls. Just like a fruit should ripen before it falls. If you pluck a fruit which is still not ripened, what will happen? Taste it, what will happen? If you pluck an unripe fruit and eat it, what will happen? Bhagi madam, enna agum? Even animals won't eat it, they'll reject it, right? Similarly, unless, see, the ripened fruit falling from a tree represents you giving up continuous action and connection with society like a normal person. You're an evolved person and you are there to give the sweetness of all the knowledge that you accumulated to the world. And that is the natural way of how the tree is giving out the fruit to the world. There is a message. The fruit falls from the tree. It is equivalent to a person who has ripened with knowledge and has come out of the tree of action. Later you're going to study the 15th chapter, the entire tree that is you're seeing physically represented as a tree of samsara. Atmanathan. The Vedanta main. Vedas are the main elements of samsara, and that is how a real person, jnani, will come out of karma to give knowledge. For that, you have to get knowledge. Sit down and study like the way you're studying today. Okay, and do karma parallelly. So the diabolical question Arjuna had was to work or to leave work. To work or not to work. What Rajasagar, correct? To do or not to do. And so what did Bhagavan answer Arjuna? Indirectly, the way we have to put ourselves in Arjuna's position, and what is the question we are asking? Should we do our karma or not? Is it important to follow Swadharma or not? Are we given the license to give up our karma or not? That is a question for us. Are you getting the point? The story is Mahabharata. Situation is Arjuna wanting to, given a situation to fight Bhishma, Drona and his own relatives. For us, it is whether we should do our karma or do something else. Understand how Bhagavad Gita becomes very relevant? Radhasagar. So what is Bhagavan saying? There is systematic process for you to finally give up work, but further there are many, many steps. And what are the arguments Bhagavan gives? Now, let's go quickly summarize. So far, in 5 minutes, I'll be very fast now. You should all elaborate and go back and summarize in detail. Summarize in detail after doing a short summary. In sloka number 4, Bhagavan presented the first argument that just by giving up work and taking sannyasa, moksha is not guaranteed. Yes or no? So just by giving up work, nahi sanyasana deva siddhim samadhigacchati. So summary 1, 2, 3, 4, all these beautiful points. So you make up clearly what to do in life, what not to do. That is how you summarize, okay? And what is, now you're all Gita students of Brahmavidya. What is the only way to moksha or jnanam or moksha, eternal happiness? Only way is jnanam, and that is possible only by study of shastras. So whether you are studying shastra systematically, sitting at home, being grihastha, brahmachari or vanaprastha, or going to forest and giving all the attachment and work, that is secondary. Whereas sannyas ashrama is very beneficial. No, it helps you to study shastras because you have no other responsibility. But if you don't have maturity, you will not study shastras. Let me tell you, you can give up work, but you will be brooding about something. Rajendra sir, correct? So suddenly Arjuna gives up work, goes to the forest. You know what he will do? Krishna Paramahamsa says indirectly that you will not study shastras, you will not study Brahma Sutras, you will not study Upanishads. You look at the tree below, you're sitting below the tree, look at the tree and say, oh, this wood is very good. Maybe if you make a good bow out of that, it will be very powerful. This is very sharp. Let me make an arrow. Different types of bows and arrows will be making sitting in the forest. Please understand. So just by giving up your action or swadharma or work, don't think you will get emancipated. You have to mature. So first argument, mere sannyasam does not guarantee moksha. Sannyasya shravanam kuryat. So unless you got maturity to sit down and study shastras, for most portion of the day, don't enter sannyasam. The practice match is there here. What, Venkat Sitaraman? Are you not having practice match now? Ganesh Ramamurthy? This practice match for you. Just like they play the 6 matches now between Australia and South Africa or preparation for T20 World Cup. Like that, this practice match for you. You practice. If you are able to spend number of hours, at least 4 or 5 hours every week on Gita, Upanishad, then only you are mature enough to go to the next level. See, practically everything is being shown. First argument is, mere sannyasam will not give moksha. Second, giving up action is impossible. By nature, you are born to act right from childhood. The moment the child is able to run, starts running. Why even running? Crawling. Correct? Na Srividya madam. Chinna koyandala konja, if they're not able, if they're able to move, they'll crawl from one corner to another corner of the room. Correct? They'll keep on moving away. So, by nature, action is inbuilt. So, you cannot give up action. Shloka number 5. It is swabhava. Clear? Are you writing all the points? And the third argument is risky to give up action. Please understand. If you think you are giving up action and sitting in one place, you are an hypocrite. If you continuously start thinking about all the indriya arthaha in your mind, the mind that doesn't go away from all the desires and pleasures and sitting in one place, thinking that I have given up work, means what, Atmanathan? The person is a hypocrite. So 3 reasons. So write down 3 reasons why we should engage in action. Clear? Kumar Jivi. First, mere sannyasam doesn't give moksham. 2, giving action is impossible. It is swabhavam to be engaged in action. And 3, risky to give up action because you will become labeled as hypocrite. So what is the message? Better be in action than inaction. So don't ever groan in the morning. Another day I had to do work. Another day I had to do Sandhyavandhanam. Another day I had to do puja. Another day Surya Namaskaram. Another day yoga. Another day walking. If you don't do, it will take care of itself. No, signals will come from internal signals, external will come, and they will then say, oh my God, what happened? No, when I didn't do my job properly. And that too, if you got punyam, Mamta Patil Suprabhatam, when you got punyam, you will realize that I didn't do my job properly, so I'm in trouble. Some people will start only blaming the external world. This person, because this person I'm in ill health. This person always scolds me, misunderstands me. That's why I'm having mental tension, headache, anasin, metasin, crocin, erythromycin, correct? So we are only blaming other people, but please understand, we have ourselves to blame. And the first step is do your duty, do your karma. And so once you do karma, then Bhagavan says, better do the right action. Why do the wrong action? Krishna here, sir. Once you decided to work, no, better do action. Right action. Like if you decided to drive on the road, drive on the right side of the road. Right side has got two meanings. Now, Murli, in US, right side is the right side. In India, the right side is the wrong side. If you drive on the left side of the road, you see how nice it is? So follow the right path, follow the right action. And what are they? So Bhagavan says, do the action properly, enter into action, follow Swadharma. And then since you are very interested to become very spiritual, Subramanian sir, I want to study Shastram, Jnanam I want to get. So then do karma as karma yoga. Are you clear now? From inaction, don't forget about inaction. Get into action karma. Do right action. And then do right action with right attitude. Very good. Now somebody is coming properly. So Bhagavan gives now 4 arguments for why you should do karma yoga. 3 plus 4. 3 arguments why you should do karma. And 4 arguments why you should do karma yoga. And these are the 4 different attitudes or bhavana Bhagavan is actually explaining. This is what Bhagavan has told. We are extracting that and giving it to you in this form. So, what is the first bhava, attitude that one should have? It is called Niyata Bhava. Niyatam Kuru Karmatvam Karmajyayohya Karmanaha. Clear? What is Niyata Bhava? Niyata Bhava is my duty. If I don't do my duty properly, I will be punished. That is the example I gave. If you follow lane discipline, you are not going to get a shield at the end of the 20-kilometer drive or 20-mile drive. If you follow lane discipline, you will not be arrested. Correct? Huh? Remember all the examples I given. So by following the duty that is bestowed upon you by the Shastras, follow your karma as moving towards karma niyata bhava. What is that for? To make sure that you don't get pratyavaya dosham. I told you Dharma Shastram. Akarane pratyavayam. If you don't do certain ordained duties, you are likely to incur sin. Right? Every day, that's why you start a morning spiritual timetable. Karagre vasate. This is useful or not? Hopefully you're all following. I'll go to the next step after you digested the first step. Like that, 8 steps, if you follow every day, you'll get success. Okay. First step I have taught you. 3-minute schedule. So follow that every day. And that you can actually take it as Agnya of Bhagavan. Agnya means what? Ordained. Bhagavan ordains through our Shastras. It is a rule, constitution. Then what? How long you can live out of fear? So from Agnya Bhava or Agnya Bhavana, one has to move to Yajna Bhavana, one of gratitude. Very good, Atmanathan. Second argument for doing Karma Yoga, second Bhavana is what? What? Do your karma as an Yajna. Paropakara artham idam shariram. Shloka number 9. So Shloka 8 is Niyatam Kuru Karmatvam. Shloka number 9 is your gratitude. Entire creation, the entire 5 elements are coming out of proper interconnected action. So you do your duty as Yajna Bhava, as an offering to Bhagavan for having given you Everything already available. Imagine if you have to run for water every day, like in some remote villages in India. Imagine if you have to even basic water, you have to run every day. Nah, Arvind, correct? Basic food you have to run every day. Thank God we are all very, blessed to have all the elements in front of us. So do your duty properly by offering all your actions to Bhagavan. Because once you offer to Bhagavan, as I said, you don't need to try and solve world food problem. Sir, I want to solve world poverty, sir. I'm going to take a world tour to understand where all there is a problem in food. I'll try to then make a plan and then start distributing rice. You offer everything to the root. Like, you don't need to take care of the leaves, the branches, and the fruits. You offer water to the root, it will take care of the entire tree. You offer your yajna, you're offering your karma to the root, which is Bhagavan. Ishvara arpana buddhya karma kuru. Offer it to Bhagavan, and that will translate into welfare for the entire world. Please understand. Once you start offering your actions to Bhagavan, it goes and spreads into world peace. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. It goes. Clear? That is Yajna Bhava, shloka number 9. And 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 shlokas Bhagavan explained Yajna Bhava. The third Bhava or Bhavana is for your own sake. When you do karma as karma yoga, you get chitta shuddhi. Yajna shishtashinas santo muchyante sarva kilbishaihi bhunjate te tvagham papaha epatantyatma karanat. Clear? The third argument or third bhavana for karma yoga is what? You will get chitta shuddhi. It is papa nivaranam. Somebody asked, how by doing karma yoga and offering to Bhagavan, my papa karmas will be removed? I will explain on Saturday, Sunday class. The last Sunday is reserved for Q&A. Last Sunday morning, India time, all Q&As have accumulated. Already 5-6 questions are there. I will take it up in the last Sunday. Everyone, provided you all come for all the classes and also present in that Sunday class, then only the answer will come. Otherwise, the answer won't come. Let me tell you. You have to show some discipline. So, Shastras say by doing karma as karma yoga, you get chitta shuddhi, and that is the way to remove your papam. How much papam is accumulated? Tons and tons and tons. At least do some karma yoga and erase all the sins. Spiritual sadhana. So third argument is, let karma yoga be the path for your spiritual sadhana to get chitta shuddhi, and that will give inner purity. And once you get inner purity, KRC money, any action is always a success. Please understand. If I'm doing an action where I'm getting inner purity, do you need other results? Do you need somebody to give you an award? Somebody to give you money? Somebody to give you shield? Somebody to give you some property? Your own action will be a success, because whether it's a material success or failure, you are growing internally, spiritually, getting more and more peace of mind, more and more manashanti, which is what you're working for. Look at the paradox. You are working hard to get money, position, fame, power for what? Peace of mind, right? Are you earning money to get pieces of mind? Are you running around to get pieces of mind? Are you earning money to get pieces of mind? No. You are working, running, doing everything for peace of mind. So when you do the karma as karma yoga, internal peace grows. You grow internally. And let me tell you, you cannot buy peace of mind. I keep repeating, can you go to a mall and pay money and buy peace of mind? Some things money cannot buy. There is an advertisement, correct? Mastercard, Visa card. No, for everything there is Mastercard, is it? So you can pay money and get everything, but you cannot get punyam by paying money. You cannot get peace of mind by paying money. The only way is karma yoga, karma yoga, karma yoga. So are we all very clear? So Navaratri is coming. Are you all going to be prepared to do karma yoga forever from now on? Let us make that promise to ourselves that we will do karma yoga, become a good karma yogi. And the fourth argument Bhagavan is presenting is Dharma. Even as per Dharma, one has to do Karma Yoga. And that is the portion we're going to see, Shloka number 14 and 15. Shloka 13 was Chitta Shuddhi. Shloka 14, 15, what we're going to study now is Dharma. So clear? Is the summary clear? 3 arguments. Shloka 4, 5, 6 for one has to do Karma. Then 4 arguments for Karma to be done as Karma Yoga. Shloka number 8. First, that is Niyata Bhava. 9 to 12 is Yajna Bhava. And Chitta Shuddhi, spiritual growth, Shloka number 13. And now Dharma, which is what is ordained in our Shastras. And that's what? Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyad anna sambhavaha yajna bhavati parjanyaha yajna karma samudbhavaha. So what is Bhagavan saying here? Bhagavan is saying what we all know only. Let me tell you one thing. And when you study Vedas in detail, Shastras in detail, Swamiji, Vedas talk about 2 things. One that is in experience, it will reiterate what is there, what you already know. It will get a different perspective and make you aware. Oh, then you'll say, oh, I already know, it is common sense. But Vedas tell something that is available to common sense. Kumar Jivi, that's when you'll appreciate Vedas. If Vedas only say what you don't understand, what you say, you have not seen this, I'm telling you this, you will not trust the Vedas. So Vedas are very, very, very intelligent. Veda Mata Mari most brilliant. Okay. So many things are told in Vedas which are experiential to the 5 sense organs. But only to say that you don't need Vedas. Yes or no? I mean, are you getting what I'm saying? I am a human being with 2 hands, 2 legs. I am the body. To say that you don't need Vedas. That even what we say, even a grass cutter will say that. So Vedas, because of their greatness, they also say some things that are beyond what? Indriya Gocharam, Atindriya Vishayam. Write down. Vedas tell you 2 different aspects. Ram Subbu. What is in Anubhavam? What is practical? What is experiential? And 2, what is Atindriyam? Indriya Agocharam. Vang Manaha Agocharam, beyond the mind, beyond sense organs, Swargam, Narakam, Punyam, Papam, Bandham, Moksham, Devatas, all the 14 lokas, Punarjanmam, all that which is beyond the ken of sense organs and mind, only Vedas will say. Vedaha hieva pramanam. Vedas are only pramanam for Atindriya Vishayam. You understand what is Atindriyam? I use some Sanskrit term now and then. Purirda. Atindriyam beyond the 5 sense organs. And your telescope, bioscope, microscope, all those things. No, beyond that. Some things should be there to reveal. That is Vedas. That is called a pramanam, means of knowledge. Antyam pramanam. Write down another term for Vedas. Antyam pramanam. Ultimate means of knowledge, which cannot be negated. You can negate scientific findings, but you cannot negate Vedic pramanams. Please understand. Because what is the example we use? Krishna Iyer sir. Somebody said light is a wave. Some other scientist came and said light is a particle. Correct? Yes or no? Scientific findings can be negated with the maturity of knowledge, but Vedic pramanam cannot be negated here and hereafter. Please understand. Gold standard we say. So, what does the Vedas say? We're going to understand now. So, in that, before that, Bhagavan is saying something very practical. First step, Bhagavan says, Annad bhavanti bhutani. All beings are born out of food. Yes or no? Anybody has got doubt? Aarti madam, doubt irka? If you see that, no, if you try and not eat food for some days, what will happen? What will happen to us? Nah. Especially when Ekadashi comes, some people are always having some unnecessary tension in head. Oh, tomorrow is Ekadashi. Today itself I'll take for 2 days. No, like what camel? No, Nagaraj avare. Naale Ekadashi was double tagombidodu. Yakandre tomorrow we cannot eat, right? Okay. So please understand, without eating food, we cannot survive. So if somebody says, if you are a spiritual person, only starving, you will not get anything. Let me tell you, Eat the right food, right quality, right quantity, timeliness. Yuktahara viharascha yukta cheshtasya karmasu. Don't think that fasting is the way out of trouble. Fasting is one of the good practices, but doesn't mean you can only fast. Venkataraman sir, correct? So please understand that beings are born out of food. Then how does food come? Food can come only when there is rain. Correct? Can somebody manufacture food without any rain? I keep saying, no, can food go from somewhere from the sky? Will food come? Food will not come. So food is born only out of rain. And how does rain come? People think automatically rain can come, sir. It is only what? Coincidental. Rain can come only out of yajna. Please understand. Only when this punya karma done. Yajna doesn't only mean the big havan, big homam, big yajnas you are doing. Any punya karma that you are all doing, Chetan Sharma, any punya karma you are doing, all that contributes to good rain. Kale varshatu varjanyaha prithvi sasyashalani deshoyam kshobarahitaha. You know the sloka, right? So if rains are to come properly, you do puja properly, offer the puja to Bhagavan and pray for proper rains. So at our level, we'll do puja, japa, naken, murnida. At a higher level, a Vedic Pandits will do yagas, big homas and all those things. Each one should do depending on their capability. Only by prayers and yajnas, you will get rain. And who said that? Where is yajna ordained? Yajna is ordained as per karma. The karma kanda Vedas are clearly saying how to do yajna, what yajna to do, when to do, who should do, what is the methodology. So there is a wonderful link between the food on your plate and the karma kanda of Vedas. Write down. We all don't recognize that. We are doing mechanically. Nah. Nowadays, we don't even sit down and eat. Correct? If you go to US, they'll be crossing the road and having a burger. It's still happening? That is the time they find for eating also. They'll drink coffee while going on the stall. Mobile coffee couldn't go on the road. Please understand, eating food is a ritual. You have to pay attention to eating properly, systematically. In fact, Shastra says you should not even talk while eating. Pavitra madam, only mouth should open only for the food to go in. Open the mouth to eat. Doesn't mean you should not open the mouth. Don't open the mouth to speak. Two benefits, not speaking while eating. Unnecessary commenting on food. Correct? Nagaraj, madam cook madadre, sumne ange tagombeku. Yen helbardu. Should not any, complain. Correct? So that is one benefit. Second benefit is it's shastram. That food will go and get assimilated very well. So unnecessary deviation doing food is a ritual because there is Dataragni in your stomach. For that Agni, you are giving ahuti by the food. That is a prayer we do. Brahmarpanam brahmavi brahmagno brahmanahutam brahmaivatena gantavyam brahma karma samadhina. Later we are going to study all these things. Even eating food is a ritual. So this particular chain is clear or not? Beings are born out of food. Food comes from rain. Rain comes out of yajna. Yajna is ordained in the karma kanda Vedas. This sloka you don't forget. Anna, chant it together now. Sri Bhagavan uvacha annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyad anna sambhavaha yajnad bhavati parjanyaha yajnah karma samudbhavaha. See, this should be the mind always. Appreciation for food, the purity of food, sanctity of food, how it should be done, what food you should take, what food you should avoid, all that should be started. No, the thought process will start in your mind. That's when it will convert into internalization and finally action. If you start today, after 20 years, you'll give up junk food. Let me tell you this very clearly. Vidya madam, suddenly you cannot give up junk food. Only when this is internalized, what Bhagavan is saying in Bhagavad Gita, later also is going to talk about what is Rajasam, no, Aharam, Satvikam Aharam, Tamasam Aharam. After you study that, then 20 years we took. I'm giving you early itself. Now itself I'm giving you the warning. You start now, it is better for you. Because anybody has taken Ayurvedic treatment, Panchakarma and all, you know what they do? Kumar Jivi, first they remove all the problems from your body. They take away all your unnecessary, what's called Visham. Visham means what? Not poison. Toxins are removed. Detoxification, correct. Then only they'll apply medicine. And what we are doing, we are toxifying our body by eating unnecessary things. And so to detoxify will take a lot of time. So better start the right food, right process now itself. Automatically, body will get detoxified over a period of time. So what Bhagavan is saying this. So is that what Bhagavan said? Yes, let us look at the Padavibhaga. Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyat anna sambhavaha yajnat bhavati parjanyaha yajnaha karma samudbhavaha. Anmaya bhutani bhavanti annat anna sambhavaha parjanyat. Each one a section. Make 1, 2, 3, 4 section while you're studying. So bhutani bhavanti annat anna sambhavaha parjanyat parjanyaha bhavati yajnat yajnaha karma samudbhavaha. There are 4 parts and 4 in Anvaya. Clear Anvaya you got, no? Clear? Bhutani bhavanti. Once more. Okay. Bhutani bhavanti annat anna sambhavaha parjanyat parjanyaha bhavati yajnat yajnaha karma samudbhavaha. Clear? Yes or no? You should answer also if you got. Okay, fine. Good. First, bhutani bhavanti annat. All beings. Bhutani means all beings. Bhuvachana. Bhutani, all beings, right from ant to superhero, sumo wrestler. Anything that is living, including plants. For plants, the food is different. You have to put water, manure, and all those things. For us, it is different. Clear? Atmanathan. Bhutani, all beings, bhavanti or born. Bhavanti bhavaha. Bhavanti means manifest or born, exist. Or what? Annat, Panchami, out of food. From food only, all beings are born. Correct? Without food, beings cannot be born, beings cannot exist. We are born in food, rest in food, and go back to food. When we leave the earth, our body becomes food for other things. Please understand. So, Tasmat Purushaha Anna Rasamayaha. Don't forget the Upanishad mantra. Clear, no? Tasmat Purushaha Anna Rasamaya. Annam Rasam Potar. Bhagavan already. Upanishad mantra mande veru Anna Gudugala. Anna Rasam. Anna Rasamaya. That is why in our South Indian food, Rasam is a must. In the Raman, correct? Wherever you go, even in Japan, you need that, no? Rasam. Otherwise, our day will not run properly. Okay. That is special. Essence. Okay, very good. So, food is the origin for all beings. All beings are born out of food. Then how is food born? Anna sambhavaha parjanyat. Anna sambhavaha, food is born. Parjanyat. Parjanyat means what? From rain. All Panchami, out of rain. Correct? So anywhere you go in the world, that is why you see people who are deficit of food, they have to import from other countries. Yes or no? Food doesn't grow properly, you have to import food. So wherever, why? Because food has to be obtained from a place where only rain comes properly, there is proper fields, agriculture happens, then only food will happen. So food is born out of rain. Parjanyaha bhavati yajnat. What is this word parjanyaha? So for the word parjanyaha, in Aruna Prashnam there is a definition. Parjanyo varshuko bhavati. Anybody studied Aruna Prashnam Surya Namaskaram? There is a wonderful portion there. Parjanyo varshuko bhavati. Parjanya, God, Parjanya, Lord, Parjanya converts into rain. Varuna is the supreme Lord of all waters. Varunan vera, Parjanya vera. Varuna means waters. Imam me Varuna Shrudi Havam Madhyacha Mridaya. Varuna na ella neeru. Whether water is in the sea, water is in the river, water is in a tap, water is in anywhere, that is Varuna Bhagavan. Overall, supreme authority for all waters. Reading the point. Whereas That rain-bearing cloud, water is called Parjanyaha. Look at the way our sages have defined the different devatas. Are getting the point? Water on the earth is not enough to get water on the sky. So that which becomes water from the sky called rain is called Parjanya Devata. Lot of prayers are there for Parjanya Devata in the Vedas. Please understand. Clear? Eh? So Parjanyat. So Anna Sambhavaha Parjanyat. Food is born out of rain. Bhanumati madam, please don't supplementary. Supplementary come only main is there. Don't deviate. I told you many times, please. Parjanyaha bhavati yajnat. So the rains will come only if you do yajna. This is something that you may all know, think is very surprising. Sir, in some America, they are not doing yajna, sir. Is it not raining? Somebody else is doing yajna somewhere. That's why it is raining in America or in Japan or somewhere. Please understand. If you stop, people start doing yajna. See, yajna bhavana doesn't mean only the big yajnas. Also, that is the direct cause for rain. Your own puja, your own japa, all that you do, divine, divinity. Please understand. Entire world is controlled by devas. Please don't forget the sloka I told you. Daivadhinam jagat sarvam. Mantradhinam tu daivatam. Tan mantram brahmanadhinam brahmano mama daivatam. Please understand. Are you getting the point? See, science says all these are energy. Is thunder energy or not? Lightning energy or not? A cloud formation, a particular pattern in the in the entire nature or not? They're all natural forces, right? Lakshmi Madam, correct? Huh? Suddenly clouds don't get formed. If clouds don't get formed, people have to cloud seeding. There is an energy pattern that governs finally the rain to come down. And that energy is what is being generated positively by Veda mantras. Please understand, the entire creation is bound by Veda mantras. And so by using Veda mantras properly, you can harmonize nature to your benefit. Don't try to fight with nature. Cooperate and coexist with nature. Don't try to conquer nature. Cooperate and coexist with nature. So, only out of yajna, parjanyaha bhavati yajna. And so some people are interested to study Shankara Bhashyam. Muthu Swami Subramaniam. Sanskritam, if you want to study Shankara Bhashyam, I'll quote a couple of Shankara Bhashya Vakyam every now and then so that you get inspired to learn some Sanskrit, because Shankara Bhashyam don't study in English. Some people think they're studying English commentary of Shankara Bhashyam, you'll get some knowledge. You will only get confused. Again, Samskritam, 20 years, Guru to be Shankara Bhashyam. So Shankara says, Sloka number 14, Yajnat bhavati parjanyaha. And look at Shankara. Shankara also doesn't give his own authority. He goes and quotes Manu. Says, Manu has told in Manu Dharma Shastram, reference 3.76. He also gives reference also. What is that? Agno prastahuti samyak adityam upatisthate. Aditya jayate vrishtihi vrishterannam tatah prajaha. Beautiful. Manu Dharma Shastram, Manu says, Manu has touched every aspect of living. Manu is a king. Subramanian sir. Very practical. He knows Dharmam, he knows Shastram, he knows Laukikam, he knows Jnanam, he knows everything. So, in this portion, Manu says, Agno prastahuti samyak adityam upatisthate. Whatever ahuti you give to Agni here, Murli, that Agni Devata takes it to Surya Bhagavan. So you pray sincerely, a particular ritual is there. As per our Shastras, Vayi Karma, you do that and offer to Agni Bhagavan here. That Agni, all the offering you do, not only ghee. I told you, many things are offered in a particular Havan or Yaga, right? That is translated as energy to Surya Bhagavan in the sky. In Arvind Purnida. Getting the point? So the same Tattvam, Agni Tattvam, that is there as Agni Bhagavan in the earth is Surya Bhagavan in the sky. Please understand. In fact, the Veda mantram, Ram Subbu, Agni Mihide Purohitam Yagnasya Devi Mrutim, and the mantra, Actually, story is there in Vedas. Many millennia back, you know what happened? Surya Bhagavan was in the earth. Agni went off to sky. Veda mantram irukku. Then people had to pray to send Surya Bhagavan back to sky, and Agni Bhagavan could have come back to earth. What would happen? You tell me. Surya Bhagavan is in earth. KRC money. Imagine money parango. Surya Bhagavan bhumi konta enago. Agni Bhagavan mele vada enago. So mantras were chanted to send back Surya Bhagavan to sky and Agni Bhagavan back to earth. So Agni is Sakshat Surya Bhagavan in front of you. So you offer to Agni, and that Agni will get translated. That what you offer to Agni will get translated mantra purvakam to Surya Bhagavan. What does Surya Bhagavan do? Surya Bhagavan will take the water from the seas and create the clouds through Vayu. It is all a coexistence. Everybody cooperates. Vayu cooperates because clouds have to be blown into a place, right? They have to come together. They have to go to a place where the fields are there and should rain there. If it rains in the mountains, what is the use? Please see, it is not only enough for us to form the clouds and rain come down, but it should form and go to a place where it is needed. Or you understand what I'm saying? Any rain falling on a mountain is useless. That is there is a saying, Naveen Balwat. Any wisdom given to a fool is useless. Similar to any rain falling on a mountain. I don't have time. All the Subhashita is wonderful. But anyway, so the rains have to come. They have to come to the right place, right quantity, neither Ativrishti nor Anavrishti. Then only it will come. And so, Agnihi Prastahutihi. Pratha ahutihi, prasta ahutihi, samyak, very well. Adityam upatishthate. It goes to Aditya, means to Lord Sun. Then what? Aditya jayate vrishtihi. Vrishtihi means rain. Beautiful sloka. Please remember this. Aditya jayate vrishtihi. From the sun. The sun then cooperates with the Parjanyo, Manushiko Bhavati, with the Parjanyo Bhagavan. All are working for us. Please understand. The Devatas are working for us. Should we not work for them? Please understand this. So, Sun Bhagavan puts a telephone call. Please come now. All the Ahuti has come now. Please come. Let's come together. So, all the Parjanya Devatas come together. Aditya Jayate Vrishtihi. Then Vrishti falls down beautifully. Rainwater is the sweetest water. Let me tell you. You can take any water. You can refine it many times. Another O2. Some water is there, no? What is the new form of water? They say, they do that processing. RO, correct. RO la enadhu? Refined. What is full form? RO water. Okay. RO water la onnume illa. Reverse osmosis, correct. Reverse, rain water. RW pannunga. From RO go to RW. Rain water is the best water. So that Aditya jayate vrishtihi. Vrishtehe annam tata prajaha. See, entire cycle is told by Manu. From rain that falls on the earth, what happens? Vrishtehe annam. So from the rains, here Parjanya has been told here. Here Vrishti has been told from Vrishti. From the rain, annam is born. And from anna, tataha, prajaha, bahuvachanam. Clear? So Manu is saying, Vedas are saying, Bhagavan is saying, Shastras are saying, should we trust it or not? No, sir, I think no, food is coming separately from some other means. If you say, then we are the biggest fools. Correct? Food cycle, don't forget the food cycle. The primary food cycle is by karma. You do karma properly. When you do karma properly in the Agni, then the rain comes. On rain, food comes. On food, you're able to sustain and finally, what? Multiply further. Without that, there is no possibility of life itself. And so what should we do, sir? Practical. No, let's go to practical, sir. All of us are not able to do every day. No, homam, havanam and all. Please light a lamp at least 2 times a day. Sandhya kalam. Getting the point? The Deepam. Deepa Mangala Jyoti Namo Nama. I taught you the 2 slokas. That is an indication of our respect for Agni Bhagavan. So each one can do in your own way. Everybody cannot do Homam, Havanam, Yagnam. Even to do one Homam, you need 20 people. Please understand. Even that person, one Vedic Pandit cannot do alone. One person should chant the mantras. Even for, I'll come to Taittiriya Upanishad class. Sagar. 4 people are required to do proper yajna. Four types of people. Each one will have assistants. Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda, everybody, Brahma is required. Brahma, Agni, Homatala Brahma is different to that Brahma. Chief for the Rikar. He will not chant any mantra. You will think he does not know anything, he is a fool and he knows everything. The person who knows everything will not talk, he will be observing. He will then stare if somebody is doing a mistake. Then he will correct the mistake. For that, one person is required. So many things are required for doing a yajna or big homam or no. So you don't think, sir, I am not. Even they cannot do independently. So what you do? Light a lamp. And what does the lamp indicate at the basic level? At the basic level, indicates fire, to whom you give ahuti. It gives you, then goes to sun, gives you rain, food, and then life. That is basic. I told you anything in our spirituality, in our life can be explained at basic level, religious level, spiritual level. What does Agni indicate? Agni indicates 2 things. Light and fire, heat, right? The light from Agni, the Deepam, indicates light of knowledge, ultimate goal of life. Jnana devatu kaivalyam. If you are going beyond mundane existence, whenever you light a lamp, let me get the light of knowledge. Let me get jnanam. Aham brahmasmi jnanam should be the thought. Similarly, what does the heat indicate? Burns out all the sins. Let me tell you. Mahabhira Solva, Valaketharthale punyam. Correcta? Guru sir, Valakethanale punyam, Papa Pariharam. And don't put on the electric light. Nowadays, the electric light is not equivalent to lighting a lamp with ghee or proper oil. They cannot be, The electric sapad, they give you electricity, eat the food. Can you eat electricity? Please understand. So, you invest little bit money on ghee and proper oil, light the lamp. It's okay. At least 1 or 2 you do. It's good. All those things will happen. So please understand that much you do. So heat and light. Heat which will burn out all the sins. Light that will give you knowledge, that is Agni. And that Agni you offer as Karma Kanda portion. It gives you basic sustenance without food. Kumar Jivi, can you do anything? Can you write software? Can you do management? Can you do consulting? Can you do startup company? Can you do any company? No company, nothing can happen. First thing is around 11 o'clock, what food to order? That's what happens in the meeting. Naveen Balot, correct? Where should you order food from which place should you order food? Correct? Before the meeting itself, food should be ordered. That's after 1 hour, food will come. Correct? Even to do meeting, you need food. So please understand, without food, nothing is possible. Better take Sattvika Aharam. Come. Lasagna or Lakshmi, next sloka will take. Clear, no? Are you clear? Sloka number 14, there should be no doubt. To maintain ecological participation. Sloka number 15. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi Brahmakshara Samudbhavam Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yagnā Pratishtitam.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi Brahmakshara Samudbhavam Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yagnā Pratishtitam.
Very good, Rasagna. Don't say Brahma, say Brahma. Okay? In Sanskrit, whenever you end, akaram should be de-emphasized. Okay? Together. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi Brahmakshara Samudbhavam Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yagnā Pratishtitam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So Bhagavan is now reminding Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, go back to your school days. Dronacharya taught you a lot of Dharma Shastram. I'm reminding you. What is the first point Bhagavan is reminding Arjuna and through Arjuna to all of us? Know, hey Arjuna, that karma is born out of the Vedas. So who is authorizing? What is the authority for karma? Suppose you say in US you have to drive on the right side of the road. It should be left-hand drive. What is the authority for that? Your own history, whatever they put in the constitution, whatever they know, traffic rules, manufacturing, all those things, no? Similarly, in India, everywhere there's a constitution which says this is what you should follow. This how things happen. State laws, country laws. There's something called universal law. Please understand. Vedas are beyond all countries, all religions, anything. See, I'll give you a simple example. When it rains, does it rain only for a particular community, only for a particular religion, only for a particular nationality, only for particular beings? Is it not universal? Is it not universal? Whether it is rain or fire or water or air, anything, natural forces. It's all universal. That is a universal Sanatana Dharma. It starts with this mantra, I keep repeating. Tasmad vahe tasmad atmana akasha sambhutaha akashad vayuhu vayo ragnihi agderapaha. Apaha means water. Adyaf prithivi prithivyam oshadhayaha oshadhibhyonnam mannat purushaha. Tasmad vahe tasmad atmanaha. Atmanaha, Brahman, both are one and the same. Please understand, the Vedas are universal. I repeat again and again. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. That is the goal. Shanno astu dvipade shanchatushpade. Dvipade means two-legged people. They can be any religion, any country, any nationality. Shannaha astu. Let them all be happy. Let everybody get peace. Everybody have auspiciousness. That is the prayers of Veda mantras. Please understand. People have got wrong notion. Vedas is only some particular set of people. No. But only particular set can chant properly. Only if they chant, all this thing, auspicious will happen. If somebody else chants, negative will happen. It's like nuclear bomb in the hand of somebody. Correct? So, you should not give nuclear bomb in wrong hands. If you give it right hand, then they will take care of it properly. You'll get nuclear fusion, fission energy. Please understand. So, karma, what to do, how to do, when to do, who all should do, who should stand, everything is told in the Vedas. Vedas are called apaurusheya. They are not out of human beings. Human beings have not created Vedas. So, who created Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharvaveda? Answer chain will say, Vedavyasa. Is the answer correct? Who wrote the Vedas? This is a question I give in quiz question. By the way, all of you have taken quiz or not? Did you all take the quiz? Hard work done with the quiz team. We hardly work. So let us do some work. Let us answer the quiz. I would like to see how many people are there here? Number of people here. Huh? All, at least 139 people here. 140. Can I see? Before Navaratri starts on Monday, let us make a solemn move. 140 people, all of you take the quiz. And in the quiz, couple of people ask some questions. Yanisha Sarva Bhutanam was a very challenging question. I will explain the meaning again. Somebody said, Aruna madam, okay, I will answer on Saturday or Sunday. Okay, please come for all the classes. Okay. So there is some doubt in all the questions. By the way, I have not made any questions. I made a quiz team and they got some doubt, they will ask me. So this question, people had some doubts, so I will explain that again so that you get clarity. See, it is only to make you more and more aware of my Gita knowledge. Gita knowledge, just as bookish is no use. You should internalize. That is why we are trying to help you, facilitate this. Why can't we go and take quiz? Can we do? Huh? Can you all say yes? Can I have 140 people? Quiz? Can you do a survey? Can you do a survey quickly and say, all of us can do a quiz? I want to see 140, another class, 30, 40, 180, 200 people should have take quiz this time. Let's keep that as the aim. Go for 200. 200 should take quiz. Let us try to make a target. Unless you set target, nothing happens. What Radha Sagar? Like company target, revenue target, you set target in Gita target, you set. Okay. So please understand, who created the Vedas? Vedas are apaurusheyam. Vedas are eternal. Vedas are the breath of Ishvara. Yasya nishvasitam Vedaha. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad mantra is there. Alam padikino. Onaliki you should study. I'll take the class. Okay. So the Vedas are the breath of Ishvara. Vedo Shiva Shivo Vedaha Vedadhyayi Sada Shivaha Tasmat Sarva Pragyatnena Vedadhyayi Bhavedvijaha or Vedadhyayanam archayet. If you are not able to go Vedadhyayi, respect the Vedadhyayi, respect the Vedic Pandits, give them Sambhavana. They may do anything. Don't worry about their way of life. If they chant Veda mantras, give good Sambhavana. If they ask 100 rupees, give 200 rupees. Extra 50 rupees you give. Don't do kanjusi. Sir, he only chanted this much, so I'll give less. Veda should be respected. Veda antima pramanam, ultimate authority, ultimate constitution. They got constitution that is there, that is governing state, district, municipality, country. Vedas are the governing principle, what to do, what not to do. Dharma, Vedo, Khilo, Dharma Moolam, write down. Smritishileta tadvidam, acharaschaiva sadhunam, atmanas tushtirevacha. The Vedas are meant for you to get eternal happiness. The beauty of Vedas is that they give you happiness stage by stage. Correct? When you are initial part of life, you want worldly benefit. Vedas give you worldly benefit. When you become old and also you got enough money in the bank, Kumar Jivi, you don't want to work anymore. You want mental peace. You want spiritual knowledge, ultimate eternal happiness. So Vedas give you both dependent happiness and independent happiness. And that's what we're going to bring out in Brahmavidya Foundation. Watch out for all the videos. Please understand. Wonderful system for universal happiness is Vedas. So the karma. So initially Vedas say do karma. That's why you say what are the three broad categories in Vedas? I keep repeating. Karma, Upasana and Jnana. Write down. Karma, Upasana, Jnana. Three portions. Broadly. There's no strict line. You cannot say here karma ends, Upasana starts. You cannot write like that. No, Aruna madam. It's not like your 8th standard pass, go to 9th grade. Not like that. So karma, Upasana, Jnana are functional distribution of the Vedas. And similarly, Bhagavad Gita also is karma, upasana, jnana. So whoever is not able to study Vedas, I keep saying, sir, we are not able to study Vedas, sir. Don't worry. Even Vedic Pandits cannot study the Vedas fully. Ananta vai Vedaha. Vedas themselves say, Chandogya mantram, Rajendran sir, Ananta vai Vedaha. Vedame anantama irukke. Vedame solradhu anantama irukke. Anadi anantama irukke solradhu. And the madri. So even Vedic Pandits cannot chant, okay, complete or learn complete Veda. You know the story of Bharadwaja Maharishi. All of you know, right? He wanted many janmas, second, third janma. Even then, no, Indra finally told you cannot study the entire Vedas even if you study for n number of generations. Tamil enna solron? Katradhu kai alavu. All the Tamil saying comes from there only. Okay. So what you have to learn is equivalent to mountain. What I learned is only equal to small amount of sand in the hand. So please understand. So Ananta, it covers every aspect. Every aspect of life you want to think about, Vedas cover. People have got wrong notion. Vedas is only mantras. No, Raman. People have got once again think of Vedas only saying Agnimile, Purohitam, Yagnesya. That's also Vedas. Vedas talk about what? Karma, Guna, Bhavana. Write down. What is the applicability to human beings? Karma, Guna, three aspects. So, from functional standpoint, it is Karma, Upasana, Jnana. Applicability standpoint, it is Karma, Guna, Bhava. They help you build good values. They help you build good attitudes. Finally, they give you Jnanam and Moksham. From Karma to Moksha. That is the path of Veda. So, Karma is mentioned initially called Karma Kanda is the maximum portion of Vedas because you want worldly pleasures. Let me ask you this question. How many people are interested in moksha? How many people are interested in eternal bliss? 0.0000001% Raja Sagar? Correct? So Vedas also know that. I told you Vedas are practical, right? So 99% of Vedas is karma. Clear? Eh? Okay, now good. So karma is born out of Veda. I mean, karma, origin of karma is in the Vedas. Vedas are saying what karma, who should do, when, how. That is the point. Second, how is Vedas born? This is a quiz question, no? Vedas, who composed the Vedas? What is the answer to be given? Veda Vyasa. What is the answer? The Vedas were born out of the Supreme Being, from Ishvara. Very good. Bhagavan himself. I told you, no? Now let me ask you a question. If Vedas are the breath of Bhagavan, when did Vedas come? Was there a point in time when Vedas came and a point in time when Vedas were not there? When did Bhagavan come? Can you all put a date for Bhagavan? 2000 billion years back, Bhagavan came. Before that, Bhagavan was not there. Can you say Ishvara was not there? So, if you believe that Ishvara is eternal, Vedas are called the breath of Ishvara. Without breath, can you be alive? Mari, Allah, beautiful, no poetical way they're explaining. It's not that Ishvara is a human being, his breath and all. Don't immediately ask me, sir, how many noses does Ishvara have? Does he also have 2 noses? Multiple noses? It's an example. So, just like one cannot live without breath, there can be no time ever that Vedas were not present. Anadi Anantam. Ishvara is Anadi Anantam. Vedas are Anadi Anantam. Vedas are born out of the Lord. And once that Vedas are there very clearly, part and parcel of Ishvara, how did the world come into being? How will the world manifest? What are the 2 principles governing the world? I keep saying matter principle and consciousness principle, and both are Ishvara Tattvam. So Ishvara creates the entire universe out of his or her own nature. And so Vedas are integrated into the creation, and therefore the Vedas are all pervading. And these Vedas talk about how to use Yagnā as a means for our benefit. And so the Vedas are applied in Yagnā. So you can ask, sir, why should I not say English mantras? I can't I say, oh God, give me rain, I'll put on in the fire. Tamil sollame. Bhagavan enadhu? இறைவனே எனக்கு மழையை பொழிவாயாக அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு போட்டா கிடைச்சிருமா? Please understand. அதெல்லாம் வந்து perverted intellect. Don't try to twist things. It's all chanting. It's all a particular way of chanting the mantras. There is a Udattam, Anudattam, Swaritam, ella irukku. Should be learned properly. In fact, if you go back 50 years, people never even looked at books and chanted Vedas. Veda mantram mande, without seeing books, you should chant. So all should be here. In fact, I met a great Pandit, very, very great Pandit. I will not tell who the person is. I'm very close to Sannidhanam also. Person cannot read Sanskrit, but knows all the Vedas. Vijayendra sir. They cannot read Sanskrit, but perfect pronunciation of all the Veda mantras. That means what? They didn't learn by reading. So, next class I'll tell you. Pataka Adhamaha, they're called as 6 types of people who chant the Vedas without following certain things are called as lowest category of Vedic chanters. They are all the chanters. Iti, Shigri, Shirah, Kampi, Tata, Likhita Patakaha. So that so nice. So many things are there for us to know. Anyway, so they are always committed to memory, for the method to learn. And so, how to do Yagnā, only Vedas will say. And that is why Veda mantras are employed in Yagnā. Clear? What is summary now? So, karma is born out of Vedas. Everything cycle, you see. Earlier cycle was food cycle, and it ended with karma. What is the karma cycle? Karma is born out of the Vedas. Vedas is born from the Lord. Lord, through his Vedas, as breath, has created the entire universe. And so, the Veda mantras only have to be used for the Yagnā, which is going to give you benefit for rain and harmony. Are you understanding? Creation comes from Vedas. So the origin only you should take. Suppose you got a Toyota car, it got repaired. Where you should go? Radhasagar? Go to Toyota workshop, right? You go to Benz workshop, there are a lot of spare parts there. Please understand. Similarly, from where the creation came, from where the rains came, from where the wind came, where the air came, go back to that source, which is the Vedas. Use them properly, use them correctly, right person, right employment, right way of doing things. Then only harmonize the nature back for your benefit. Today, because of Papa Karma, it has become what? Disorder is there. So more and more Vedic chanting happens, more and more Vedic karmas happen, they will create harmony. Clear? Now you understand why Vedas are very important? Doesn't matter whichever religion, whichever community you belong. Vedas are supreme and they are blessing everybody. Please don't think Vedas don't bless Italian. Vedas bless Italian, Japanese, American, Australian, Kumarji, correct? Chinese, Myanmar, ellarkum Vedas. Vedas are universal. Clear, no? We'll stop here. So I request all of you to please take the quiz. and we'll come back on Saturday morning again for what? The beautiful portion. What is it? Sat na asat. You all liked it? Who of you who all attended the last class, 1313? Was it mind-boggling or not? Please go and listen to it again. It is going to be off the air. No, they say, no, good things don't last for long. It will go off by next Sunday for another few more days. So please understand. Neyam yattat pravakshami yagnātva amrutamashnate. Anadimat param brahma nasattan nasaduchyate. Tat nasat na asat. And I got a lot of feedback from many people. It was very interesting, very mind-boggling. And all of you understood well. I'll give you some more clarity on Saturday morning. Who didn't attend, please come and attend live. Ask questions, get clarity, because very complex portion of Vedanta, Advaitha Vedanta is told there. We'll continue there. Ram Ram Subbu Varno. On Friday evening, Romanala's portion. Essence of Advaitha Vedanta is there. You're getting in very summary form. Nowhere else you'll get it. And really, tell you, very rarely you'll get the exact meaning, no, nowhere in the world. Because a lot of Sampradayic learning, lot of deep understanding, Subramanian sir. Nah. உழைக்கணும் அது புரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு அப்பதான் சொல்ல முடியும். ஓகே. ஓம் பூர்ணமதః பூர்ணமிதம் பூர்ணாத் பூர்ணமுதச்யதே பூர்ணஸ்ய பூர்ணமாதாய பூர்ணமேவாவசிஷ்யதே. ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. ஹரி ஓம் ஸ்ரீ குருப்யோ நமஹ. ஹரி ஓம் தத்சத். कृष्ण 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 शुभमस्तु. समस्त सन्मंगलानि नित्यायता. हरि ओम तत्सत्.